The movie begins with Lucy and Richard standing outside a busy office building. Lucy looks tired and hungover after a night of partying, and she wants to go home before her classes. But Richard stops her and insists she deliver a package for him. He says he cannot go inside again because it would look suspicious. Richard himself seems shady, and Lucy, who seems carefree and easy to influence, senses something is wrong. When she refuses, Richard handcuffs the briefcase to her wrist, making her scared and angry. Lucy enters the building in Taiwan. Because of the language barrier, the staff keeps asking her questions. She finally tells them her name, Lucy. Suddenly, guards surround her. She panics and sees Richard outside being shot, his blood splashing on the glass. She is dragged upstairs and surrounded by armed men. Their boss, Mr. Jiang, appears from a room filled with dead bodies. Terrified, Lucy begs for her life. A translator tells her to open the briefcase with the key they give her. Thinking she might die, she opens it and finds 4 bags of bright blue crystal drugs. A drug addict tests the drug, acts crazy, then is shot. Lucy expects to be killed, but Mr. Jiang instead offers her a job. Before she can respond, she is knocked unconscious. Meanwhile, Professor Norman gives a lecture explaining that humans use only 10% of their brain, with rare exceptions. Dolphins use 20%, which allows them to use sonar. He has dedicated his life to this research. Lucy wakes up with bandages on her stomach and realizes she has undergone surgery. She fears her organs were removed or that she has become a drug mule. Guards take her to the lobby, where an Englishman explains that she and others have bags of drugs inside their bodies and will be sent to different countries. Once they arrive, the drugs will be removed. He threatens that their families will be killed if they disobey. Lucy is terrified and confused. Mr. Jiang gives her a drink, she swallows it, and immediately loses consciousness after being warned that the criminals have the names and addresses of all their families. While this is happening, the professor explains that humans reproduce to pass knowledge to the next generation. This helps our understanding grow with time. Humans naturally want to learn more and expand their minds. He says this is a basic human right that continues from one generation to another. His speech is powerful, and his voice is the kind. He explains that if the environment is good, living beings choose to reproduce. Lucy wakes up in a cold, concrete room. A man there is impatient and wants the drugs that are inside her. Lucy is terrified and confused. When she does not respond the way he wants, the man beats her and kicks her. Then, he leaves her alone. Because of his attack, the bag of drugs inside Lucy breaks open. The drug spreads quickly through her body. Her nerves and cells react violently. Her neurons start firing fast as her body tries to handle the sudden rush of chemicals. She feels like she's burning from the inside. Her eyes turn a bright blue, the same color as the drug. The professor explains that no human has ever used 20% of their brain, but it looks like Lucy just reached that level. At 40% brain power, he says, a person could control other people and objects. Telekinesis and other abilities would become possible. But he also says this is impossible for humans, and science has no way to study such things. Then, a student asks, what would happen if someone reached 100% of their brain? The professor replies, I have no idea. Lucy sits silently, experiencing changes in her mind and body. When the angry man returns, she is calm and focused. Her brain and body are now working on a level no human has ever reached. She is no longer scared. She quickly defeats him and everyone else in the room, then escapes into the city. Lucy can now feel, hear, and sense everything. She suddenly understands different languages. She goes to a hospital and walks straight into a surgery room. She instantly knows that the patient on the table will not survive, so she ends his life quickly. Then she tells the doctors to remove the drugs from her stomach. They operate on her while she talks to her mother on the phone. She tells her mom that she can feel, see, and remember everything from the moment she was born until now. She can sense the air, space, and gravity. She cries because she knows she is changing and dying at the same time. She tells her mom, I remember everything. Her mother is confused, and the scene is emotional. We know that this is not the same Lucy from the beginning of the story. that Lucy was a wild, carefree girl studying in Taiwan, calling her mom regularly. Now she is becoming something else, something she cannot explain. When the doctor removes the drug bag, he immediately recognizes it as CPH4. It is a man-made version of a natural chemical that pregnant women make during the 6th week of pregnancy. This chemical helps the fetus grow, giving it the power and information it needs to form limbs, move, and develop its brain. The doctor says it holds the energy of an atomic bomb inside a tiny amount. He says he heard scientists were trying to recreate it, but he did not know they had succeeded. Now Lucy knows this chemical is flowing through her blood and awakening her even more. She understands she won't live long. She has only 2 choices: fully accept this transformation or die. She knows she has important work to finish. Lucy goes back to the place where everything first happened. She kills everyone inside the tall office building where she was kept before. Then she goes to find Mr. Jang in his hideout, and on the way she kills even more men. Honestly, they all deserve it. When she reaches Mr. Jang, she stabs his hands and reads his mind to find out where the rest of the drug bags have been sent. He screams in pain, but now Lucy knows she must get all the drugs to fully unlock her mind. She wants to reach her full power and share that knowledge with the world. She has a mission now, and she must move fast. Strangely, she does not kill Mr. Jang. Lucy goes back to her apartment, gives her roommate some quick medical advice, and starts searching the internet for the information she needs. She learns at an unbelievable speed. She reads everything Professor Norman has ever written. Then she calls him. He is totally confused. When Lucy explains who she is and what happened to her, he does not believe her until she shows him her powers by appearing on his TV, phone, and laptop at the same time. She can be everywhere now. He is shocked and amazed. Lucy asks him what she should do with all this knowledge and power. Professor Norman tells her that humans exist to learn and then pass that knowledge forward. So he tells her, pass it on. They agree to meet. Lucy now needs the other drug bags. To get them, she must travel like a normal person. Coach, no special powers to fly. She changes her appearance instantly so she can board a flight without being recognized. She is all over the news now. She is at 30% brain power and contacts a police officer named Pierre. She tells him about the drugs and explains that she will need all of them once the carriers are caught. Pierre is confused, but Lucy is very convincing. She even tells him exactly who the drug mules are and where police can find them. Lucy sits on the plane with her champagne and works fast on her laptop. Her powers are drawing attention. She has reached 40%, and now her brain is controlling her body. She has no patience anymore. Her body begins to fall apart. Her teeth fall out. Her body panics. Just like the professor said, the human body cannot handle this level of mental power. She begins to break apart, almost like she is turning into sand, because her brain is stronger than her physical form. She desperately needs more of the drug, so she eats huge amounts of the CPH4, the same blue substance taken out of her body earlier. She devours it quickly, like someone eating chips, until she feels whole again. Then she turns into sand and disappears. Meanwhile, the police have captured all the drug carriers and are taking them to the hospital to remove the drugs. It is kind of like organ harvesting, but not exactly. Lucy reappears in a hospital. She is now at 50% brain power. She needs the drugs. She takes down all the hospital staff trying to hold her and finds Pierre. She tells him he can help her willingly, or she will take what she needs. But she is not angry anymore. She is not scared or emotional. She has moved past human feelings. She is calm and almost like a robot. She knows everything, so there is no more fear, because fear only exists when we do not know what will happen. Pierre agrees to help. They go to the hospital where the other drug carriers are being operated on. Mr. Jang's men are chasing them in a cool car chase scene, because of course the movie needed one. The criminals want the drugs too, and they plan to kill Lucy. They are also still angry that she stabbed Mr. Jang's hands. Jang's men reach the hospital and almost escape with the drugs, but Lucy arrives just in time. She is now past the mental level where she can control other people. She uses her mind to move the men aside easily. She takes away their guns and makes them float in the air like they are nothing. They are angry, but helpless. Lucy collects all the drug bags and walks out the door. Police officer Pierre stands there shocked. He has no idea how to understand what is happening. Lucy gives him a quick kiss, but she is no longer acting like a normal human. It is just a small gesture, almost like a polite thank you, without any real emotion behind it. Pierre follows her anyway. He still does not understand anything, but he can tell she does not want to hurt anyone. Mr. Zhang sees Lucy leaving the hospital. She is so lost in her thoughts that she does not notice him. He follows Lucy and Pierre as they head to the university where Professor Norman is waiting. Lucy and Pierre rush inside the campus. They warn the professors there that the situation is dangerous. Professor Norman has already told the other professors about Lucy, so they are curious, amazed, and ready to ask hundreds of questions. This is exactly what the movie is about. The questions begin, and Lucy explains everything she knows. She is now using about 60% of her brain. Meanwhile, the Taiwanese gang, including the drug lord, has arrived at the campus. They are fighting with the police in the hallways. The gunfire is loud, and the situation is intense. They are buying time for Lucy and Pierre. Lucy shows the professors what she now understands. She breaks down her thoughts into simple parts. She explains that everything comes down to time. Humans have so much knowledge, but we shrink it into small ideas so we can handle it. When information is too big, we cannot understand it. Our brains simply cannot process something so huge. It's like seeing a mountain above water while an even bigger mountain sits invisible below the surface. Lucy's mountain is almost fully above the water now. She explains that time is the only proof we exist. Without time, nothing exists. She tells them she must use the rest of the drugs to reach 100% of her brain's full power and then pass all that knowledge to the world. Her body is dying anyway, so this is her only purpose now. When the professor asks how she will do that, she says she will build a new kind of computer with everything she knows and give him a password. Lucy is at 70% when they connect her to the IV drips filled with melted down drugs. She absorbs all of it very fast. At 80%, the gunfight outside is at its worst. People are screaming, shooting, and falling. Lucy reaches 90%, and her body starts turning into a black, liquid-like substance. She enters all the electronic devices around her and starts building a super-intelligent computer. Her mind stretches across the universe. She travels back in time, to the 1800s, then to ancient lands, then all the way back to the age of dinosaurs, and finally to the beginning of life itself. Lucy is calm and peaceful. She understands everything, past, present, and future. She continues until she touches the very start of life. While this is happening, all the gang members are killed. The room fades away and becomes a bright white space where Lucy's new computer is being formed. The professors watch, confused but amazed. Professor Norman is deeply moved. This is the knowledge he has spent his entire life studying but never expected to see. But in the real world, Mr. Zhang slowly walks toward what's left of Lucy with a gun in his hand. She is too deep in her journey to see him. She is close to 100%, but it's frightening. Will she complete her transformation before she is shot? He fires the gun, but Lucy is gone. She has become part of the universe. Her clothes fall to the floor, empty. Mr. Zhang looks around, shocked. Pierre shoots and kills Mr. Zhang. The professors stare around the room, confused, but also amazed. Pierre asks, "Where is Lucy?" A black liquid hand appears and gives Professor Norman a small computer drive containing everything Lucy knows. Then the black liquid disappears completely. Lucy is now everywhere. The Earth was given to humans 1 billion years ago. The movie ends by asking, now that we have so much knowledge, what will we do with it? That's all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching.